Biggest slime.
On top of his
Give
body.
me a second and I'll get him. Here, I'll do it this way. Kevin, you're finna invite him.
Good deal! Stop
Come
playing
on,
with them
damn
corners.
phone. Damn, I went from one fucking league to a lot.
Oh. Molly Jack, you gotta lay the wood.
Whoa. So fuck.
Come on, defense. Let's go, defense.
All right, you're
Let's
up.
go, defense.
You said what?
You're an admin now.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course.
Knew he was gonna do that.
5.
Damn.
I got a cards user.
Bad. Same thing for him.
Alright. I'm gonna add him to chat.
What is
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh, back off.
Now Gray, operating from the gun. Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated.
Shit! Is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. On the return, Harris.
FaceTime burger.
Invite users.
Why ain't you join the party, dummy? Yo! Oh my God, that was a pick. What'd you say, Burger?
What is he right now? Normal?
Fuck!
Him. Is he a normal?
Yo, they just bailed this nigga. This is a good ass game. No cap.
He's
going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Yeah.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
He definitely
had a very strong gain of 24.
I should never do that ball.
Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
I don't never do.
Who is the...
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
He just won.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Every time, I'm right there on it.
Great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Cam.
I got a bush. You should have threw it back to him. You should have scored one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point.
Damn, even your kicker
makes this a 9-point game.
Fuck.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I couldn't get out that deal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that again.
No, not at all. It's almost like
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chelsea Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Not a good one there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 38-yard line.
See what I mean, yo? When I can't run, I'm forced to pass, yo.
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I got another dude coming in.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Is all this bullshit? Oh, GPS. Man, fuck them.
2nd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Back to throw.
Oh, my God, and the touchdown catch.
He's taken down. Kiko Alonso.
Let's
The
fucking
blitz
go.
works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Bega, your mic on mute? Fuck.
Definitely.
Hey, Bega, mic on mute, bro. You watching my shit?
Great.
Throw the ball, bro.
He's taken.
Damn.
Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Right now, throwing on 3rd and long. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
It's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline.
This nigga,
and now he's made another mistake.
I like
He's just been kind of laying these passes out there. It's kind of been
Bro, what the fuck is
He's
you?
got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Damn, boy.
Now Cam, option left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack on first down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Sorry, motherfucker.
Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
I saw you pressing
from
so
deep
like,
in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Is that Minka?
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, it's 9-0.
You ain't killing my old guy.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there.
He went out of bounds.
10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm trying to kill this game as fast as we can.
Down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Gray from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he threw it right at him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So that is 3 interceptions.
Way too late. I'm sorry, too.
And you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
That's the only person you don't want coming into the
game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fucking coming on screen out of nowhere.
Watch the screen. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Once you see number 10 come on screen, you know there's a problem then.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You nigga Nighthawk playing right now?
Mm-hmm.
What's the score?
9-0. Him.
You with?
Him.
Here's Newton. Looking end zone.
Yeah, I can't get nothing going on offense. He just keeps blitzing every single play.
Again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
Press blitz, press blitz, press blitz. That's all you do. You a bitch.
Because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Newton.
God damn it, I knew that shit was there. Fucking home.
Cam Newton. Touchdown number 18 on the year. The Saints able to
gotta hit my
stretch
electric
that
crack
lead out further. Lux with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
I knew he was gonna do that bullshit too. And I stayed there just because of it. I just couldn't get there in time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
I mean, score ain't that bad yet.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Mine.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at
Every
the
time, bro.
34-yard line.
It's like the 3rd time he's done it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
Strip
away
him,
from what
Paul.
you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Doo-doo.
On first down, Smith. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's
Same thing with
incomplete, and
him.
now 2nd down.
And that's
I'm trying to add balance to the league.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there,
Good.
need to be a
Give
little
me
bit
more
more
victims
careful.
to
Yeah,
add.
fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Oh, my God.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Can't run the ball like that. Not enough for him, maybe. You ain't gonna get shit.
And an alley to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not
there goes Freeman.
Past the 20. Touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season.
I threw it right in the
They are
wrong
now
person.
on the board here in the first half.
That was a good ass
Maybe
run.
that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes
He rolled with the Philly special.
You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Lambo.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I got the Packers next week.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ted McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
What's up?
Yeah.
3rd and long. It's Newton.
I say yes.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took that shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
They're not continuing to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw is Gray. From the downhill throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I beat the shit out of him. And then it's like everybody else was playing, he be getting his ass whipped.
2nd and 1.
Out of bounds.
And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
From the gun on third down.
Passing interference, I can't get it.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Probably like, what?
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Can I go for this right here?
What's the situation?
4th and 1, second quarter, 16. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, we can go for it.
Yeah, it says 44.
Past the 50.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
You were anticipating the over top.
I'm just trying to get in the field goal range, make this a 10-16 game. Because I get ball back at half.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Oh, he's there.
Now Gray throwing on 4th down.
Touchdown!
A desperation heat for the
What the fuck, bro? I hate Julio. I fucking hate Julio. No, it just doesn't go up for it.
I'll take it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Julio didn't catch it. They threw a fucking pick.
Why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Had dude burnt and everything, but somehow he still picks it every time. Shit's so fucking ridiculous.
This should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Love it. It's probably why.
Yeah, you give him time to get there and
You
actually.
give him time to catch up to it.
There's only like certain people from the game who can actually lob that shit.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it all depends. It all depends who's on the other side of DK,
Two more
though.
quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL.
Come on, Melvin Gordon.
And it's
Come on,
on
bitch.
EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh,
damn, I wish I'd have got that straight right there. We doing better.
Just had to come and catch him. He said, come on, bitch.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
Dumbass.
Term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked
that was
okay.
so funny, though.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
if I had like maybe one or two
change your
feet on
tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 35.
I know exactly. That's what you're looking for. Right? Like,
gain there of 21 yards.
I'm like, I wonder where he'd be at.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know
what the fuck are you doing, True Point?
I want it to so bad. Fuck it,
Michael Thomas, his fourth touchdown.
Why is he going for two?
He scored too far with a double move, Nighthawk. I looked at it.
Out of the gun, Newton. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone to up the lead.
Tell me he caught this in. Man.
I wanted to throw that shit so bad.
To kick it off.
Darren.
What's up?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Yep. Apparently, I went from one of the greatest in Madden to the absolute shittiest.
Ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Catch that for me.
Oh, you bullshit!
To throw again. Gray. That'll be caught by Rice. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I would, but it all depends on who I'm playing.
Gray now on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Yeah, we ain't outrunning Jonathan Jones this time. He ready?
Team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 50-yard punt.
If I could get anything going on offense.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
You did, you fucker. I was gonna say about my coins. Hey, bro, he's been going down on the auction block. He's probably only like 600, 680. Yeah, you see.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown.
It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hurts good, man.
On
So they're probably
2nd
going to
and
come
11
up with
now.
better inside quarterback.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. That one a gain of 20
one right
and a
now on
1st
the
down.
block. 50 minutes.
We often with Cam Newton talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Newton looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh, my God, this dude is so fucking lucky.
Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Yeah, he's the 2nd best quarterback there. Cunningham.
This is fielded at the goal line.
I have a bunch of those tickets.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Damn.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes, but those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes.
All you want to do is spend fucking money to get the newest card.
Not too emotional.
Get down, Bob.
You might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark
don't
somewhere.
talk about my fucking
and
cat
so
like
far,
that.
just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need
Derek
a
Carr,
spark
dude.
at this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Not for Lamar.
2nd and 4.
Either way, yeah. Just save up for it. Save my phone.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to throw. Gray. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gray. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. And when he delivers the ball.
Gray throwing
I gotta keep my eyes
and my goodness, another interception.
I ain't got no time. He blitzes every single play.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
If that's how we gonna run this motherfucking league, I'll blitz him every single fucking play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell. Like
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He has that height on him.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. 20. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
I knew you were looking for it. So I was like, all right, let me be quick about this. I was like, all right.
Here's Gray, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Back now here live in New Orleans. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, but a 93 speed.
They will send this one away.
And also, I also have the
this one's
shoot specialist, so he's able to. Yeah.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Not this time.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback,
Not this time.
a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He gets
What
it to
the
Thomas.
fuck, Ricardo?
Oh, my Lord.
God,
He
Might
might
be gone.
They give this man Michael Thomas anything, I swear to God.
End zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That's some
Lutz with
bullshit,
the
bro.
extra point.
He
And they
had
open
that
the lead
nigga
up now to
too.
25.
You should have blitzed him. You should have blitzed him. Again.
Hell, I wanted the pick. That was going to be a pick 6.
Yeah, that wasn't. You should have blitzed him though on that play. But I told
After
you,
the
you got to run the
touchdown,
ball.
Lutz to kick it off.
I mean, I have twice now.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman.
They're like, oh, the ball's here?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Freeman again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. DeMario Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47.
Back to throw is Gray. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Bro, Eli Apple is not as fast as him.
Call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving
Calvin
around
Ridley's
back there
faster
the
than
number of
Eli
times he's
Apple.
been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now Gray throwing on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And now here's
This man picks
another
everything. I'm
interception.
fucking done.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Newton. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he will have a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Great.
45 tonight.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
20.
That Cowboys usually I like those clowns.
On 1st down.
You know what he told me though? He said, this is my first year joining out of
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. 42 is the mark. Check. Go.
Again, Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Newton. He lets this one fly toward the... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Oh,
Charles,
shit,
we saw a lot of points go up in this one.
But I gotta get used to this team.
Stuff that they can look at on film.
Hell, I'm terrified Devontae Freeman's gonna fumble. All that's all that motherfucker does. He probably got a power up. He had 2 big ass breakaway touchdowns.
Their confidence to give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
He had 135 yards.
For New Orleans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for our visitors, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Here goes Jordan. Boy!
So, the duty?
This nigga Tim said he want an all green, dude. All green like Oregon.
That's between you niggas.
Wearing an all green jersey for what?
Play football every Sunday, dummy.
Oh. Don't come at me sideways now. I hate to have the cap off.
Head ass.
Man, I don't want to go to this fucking bullshit ass meeting. All they're gonna do is be like, here's some new people. Fantastic. I don't really give a fuck.
Fresh meat.
They'll stay for a week and then they'll quit.
Oh, yeah, shit.
What's your deal? Better not be none. I'll square up with your little white
Money,
ass.
You just watched that game, Money?
Nah, I ain't watched the game, bro. I'm talking Jordan. I mean, it ain't that bad. I mean, you know, it depends on how he take. You know, messages come off different than what niggas think, you feel me? Because you just reading it, you feel me? But if you send a video, it's different. I mean, it's all on the tone of your voice, what you say. I was gonna say, he said nigga, and now you're taking a little bit off the top.
Yeah, I think